guys, welcome to Simproved, Fry speaking here, and welcome back to another Sims 4 speed build. Today we are going to build a Georgian Manor in the heart of Hanford-on-Bagley, which is the world that came with the Cottage Living expansion pack. And it is this British Cotswolds cottagecore world, and I thought, oh my god, I really would love to do another Georgian Manor in there. And once I've done that, like once I've had that plan, this is by the way how it will look like in the world. I thought, okay, these are very symmetrical, so you can't do anything, very wrong, but maybe we're gonna spice it up a little bit because I've already done so many kind of classical buildings with lots of, kind of more, from that time. So no electricity and stuff, and I wanted this to be for my own little save file where I play around a little bit with my own Sims, and this takes place in the now time. So I thought, okay, we're gonna do the interior kind of fancy and stuff. And I was watching lots and lots of the Architectural Digest open door celebrity tours again, as one does. If you don't know these, it's kind of like MTV Cribs for those who are as old as me. And it's basically celebrities kind of having this accidental video tour or like show tour of their house or apartment and stuff. And I say accidental because it's like, oh, you are here, well, I wasn't prepared, but okay, come in and I show you my house. Kind of, this is the whole vibe. It's very cringe. And lots of these celebrities have kind of, don't get me wrong, I don't want to bash the celebrities at all, but I was like, this is so pretentious, and it's kind of, they all look kind of like a-holes a little bit, because, they kind of have weird interior design sometimes. And this is, of course, all, by taste and subjective. I absolutely understand. But what I wanted to do here is have two celebrities living here. Because if you have the Get Famous pack, can have celebrities. And there's lots and lots of tacky, very colorful, clash, eclectic kind of things going on, which I would never do myself, which I would never, kind of decorate my house with. But I thought, because of that, I would never use that in The Sims as well, and there are lots and lots of these kinds of items as well that accumulate through all of the packs where I'm like, okay, I will never use that. And here I did, because that's the whole point of it. They have, of course, an interior designer that's kind of nuts. And this is how it's going to be on the inside. So be aware that this is going to be a very interesting interior design. Also, again, you will hear Gina walking around and sniffing and doing stuff in the background. Thank you, my little dog. And yeah, so as you can see, it's a very symmetrical kind of build. Georgian Manor, look it up if you don't know, And basically I wanted to have this with like a nice little garden. And the idea when I was building this is like that the celebrities bought it and restored it a little bit, and are now living here as a summer residence. Like, this is not they probably live in like Del Sol Valley, Los Angeles, or New York or something, some I should know, but this is like their summer residence. And therefore the exterior is kind of very, not super accurate, but you know what I mean. They kind of left it as is and didn't paint it in like pink. I think there's also some restoration laws that you can't do that. But if they would, or if they could, they would have done that. That's kind of like the people that are living here. That's what I was going for. But we are using, as usual, when I do these kinds of builds, it's, of course, Discover University. That's a pack that you definitely need. You need Romantic Garden if you want to have like little nice garden stuff. And of course the Hanford-on-Bagley, Cottage Living as well. So these are, for if you want to do a Georgian Manor, very helpful packs to have. And I also sometimes use a little bit more Get Famous because it has like very over the top kind of nice marble floors, or sometimes some doors are nice, it kind of depends sometimes. But like if you want to do Georgian Manors, I would say Discover University for sure, 100%. That's what you would need. And yeah, so there is like this dried up fountain thing that they filled up with flowers. And in the back, I wanted to have a pool because I kind of felt like they're gonna use a pool like my Sims would, but it's kind of, like this overgrown pond kind of thing. So it's like half pool, half kind of pond. And I just thought we're gonna put lots and lots of this seagrass and like roses. What's it called? Like sea roses? Jesus, my English is so bad today. Yeah, something like that. And I used the ones that came with Snowy Escape because these actually spawn kois. They swim in the water then. And I just thought it's gonna be quite cute. And of course there's a little barbecue area and a little bit, 2 sunbeds, so they can have a nice suntan if that ever happens in Hanford on Bagley. I'm not sure, because I have seasons and they kind of depict very accurately sometimes the weather in these different worlds. Since this is English, so maybe it's lots of rain. I don't know. I'm not a Sims 4 gameplay kind of person, so I sometimes also ask really dumb new questions on Twitter, even though I've been playing Sims since 2000s, since the Sims 1 edition, but yeah. As you can see, the upper windows kind of changed to shutter windows with shutters. I will change them back later. I was just like, when it was so bare without the ivy, I was like, oh geez, I actually, you don't need shutters. I always make this joke that like shutters are the eyelashes of the window of the house or something. I don't know why I say this, but it's from a movie. Don't mind me. But yeah, I always tend to go for shutters because I personally like them, but it's not accurate for these kinds of houses. So I will change them back to Discover University windows, so you have the whole set there as well. And yeah, lots of ivy. That's from the Cottage Living pack, and I think the wisteria is also from the Cottage Living pack. I'm not 100% sure. It could also be that the ivy is it from Discover Universe? I don't know, guys. I don't know. There's also in Debug, there's some ivy in there as well. So we have so many packs now, I don't even know what's going on. But yeah, I wanted it to be like super green and overgrown because it kind of fits this whole vibe of Hanford and Bagley, and I just thought they're gonna have a gardener anyway. That kind of keeps the whole thing lush and bushy. Alright, so now we are in the interior and you can already see what's going to happen. Okay, so I used lots of stuff that I personally always thought is very horrendous. I'm not ever gonna use it. This is so ugly. La la la. And this was the whole thing of, pretentious celebrities placing stuff in there. Well, the designer of these pretentious celebrities placing stuff. So we're gonna use lots and lots of the maximalist kit. It's called Decor to the Max. And we use a little bit of Moschino stuff, and then the whole thing is that the flooring, etc. is still, from the house. They kept everything like they had to. So the flooring, the doors, etc. are all kind of reminiscent of that era, so they restored it nicely, but like the wallpapers and so on, we are off the charts. We have 2 salons, so this is 1 salon, and we went with jungle plant oriental vibes. And there's lots and lots of stuff going on. I tried to color coordinate it, and I have to say that the interior design took me the most because I sometimes was appalled about what I was doing. And then on the other side, I was like, yeah, let's just go. Yeah, it's pretentious enough. Let's just put it there. So don't ask me. I kind of, now looking at it, I want to go with just plain white and beige and gray. But honestly, this is kind of fun. It was nice for me because I could, just mix and match lots of kits and stuff packs. And definitely some stuff I would have never used. Definitely this salon is something that I personally even would enjoy to live in. It's kind of like eclectic enough and green enough to be kind of, to spark some joy. But there will be some questionable parts inside of the house as well. But I'm like, yeah. For example, the interior with like the interior foyer hallway that you already saw with the neon and so, definitely all of this is inspired by several maximalist interiors from these open door videos from Architecture Digest. I will not call out the celebrities that have this interior design, but it was very fun to talk about it in my Discord with some of you guys. It was perfect. Anyway, so this is salon number 2. And we go with like a teal color here. I really wanted to use the Vintage Glamour wallpaper here. Vintage Glamour is a stuff pack from back in the days when they did stuff packs, you know. And it also comes with a butler service, so you can have butlers there that actually live on your lot and stuff like that. And I find them very helpful. And, you know, especially when, you know, I built like these huge houses, these huge mansions and stuff. And then I always think that you need a butler if you have that. Anyway, so yeah, if you're interested in having like a butler that really lives there and has like its own room and does all your stuff and cleaning and cooking and mixing drinks for you, then Vintage Glamour is actually the stuff pack you need for that. And first I wanted to have everything in teal, but I wanted to have like Chesterfield sofas because, you know, that's so British, but just in other colors. And then I found this, I think this is from City Living, an armchair that's super modern, but it has this teal color and this brown wood. And I was like, yes, you're kind of gonna do like a juxtaposition between modern and Chesterfield sofa and white and stuff like that. So yeah, there's lots of stuff going on, but I kind of like how I place them. It's weird. It's okay. You know, I think when I play this and my sim, you know, visits these celebrities, it's gonna be fun, you know, to see where they go and what they're gonna use. So for the kitchen, I went with black and white with red accents, and I used brass as the metal. I just thought we're gonna go like industrial kitchen here a little bit. Kind of thought this, it's gonna look pretentious enough because there would never ever be like an industrial kitchen in like a house like that, but they really liked that style, and it kind of, you know, what are they always saying, it's like it spoke to me. And I was like, yeah, that's definitely what they're gonna say. This spoke to me, so we kind of have an industrial kitchen, guys. Okay. These stoves are actually interesting because they have like the hood of like one pack, and it's the stove from that pack, and then it's like lots of the stuff stuck together, but they all work, and it's gonna look kind of interesting. I personally love a black and white kitchen. I think in real life I always had white kitchens, to be honest, white and wood, but you know, this is the part. And this is my jungle dining room with like lots of leaves and green themes, and then I was like, okay, jungle, kind of, we can go with like really pretentious art from very different cultures, you know, imperialist kind of, we steal all of the art and all of the stuff from all around the world. Doesn't have to make any sense. So we have Chinese, we have Japanese, we have, I think, like the Salvadoran South American kind of vibes, we have a tiki mask and stuff like that. So it's kind of like all over the place that they bought on auction and will never get back to the actual culture that it belongs to, because it has to be in this in this dining room, obviously, because it just dines better if you have like lots of stolen real art around you. And yeah, I just kind of love that whole idea about it. I think they are very oblivious to where they live. And then we go upstairs. And upstairs I wanted to go with this neon black and white theme again. The hallway upstairs doesn't have a window, so we have the glass roof on top, so you get actually natural light in there. And then first I thought, okay, we're gonna do with lots of plants again, because I just love plants in real life. I think they're amazing to decorate with. But we already have so many jungle, you know, stuff. There will be even more jungle stuff. But yeah, so we have the neon signs and we mix it with mirrors and stuff. Then the next room is my Wes Anderson room, because there's this whole meme now going on with like in the Wes Anderson style TikToks and stuff like that. And he has always this director has always like very lush, saturated yellows and reds. And then the other things are very bright, like very pastel-y. And I thought, okay, we're gonna go with that color theme as well, because I would never do that in real life. Like I've never got that idea. But I think this is kind of lots of fun. Paranormal stuff pack and the decor to the max kit really blend well together here. And this is kind of like the messy office hangout room. So there's a PC, there's also a violin, there's an easel, a guitar, you know, so there's actually stuff to do up there. And I think this is like the room they would hang out the most. Then I did a teenager bedroom, I would say. And the whole theme is jungle and flamingos here, because we actually have like 3 or 5 objects that have flamingos on it. And I kind of cramped them all in here and made everything pink and kind of princessy. So we are like in between pastel pop kit or like pastel pop and kind of princess jungle theme. Yeah, it's hard to explain. You can see what I'm doing here, okay? And yeah, it's super messy. There's like lots of stuff lying around. So this is like, the upstairs is not styled at all for like one of these video tours. This is like really how they would live. Then I did the bedroom of the parents, which has this really dark blue, almost black wallpaper with the white roses on it, or peonies or something. And I matched the bed to it as well. It has like this background with peonies on it, I think, as well. Found some decor to the max kit armchairs with these flowers on it as well. So like there are like throughout the kit, sometimes there are the same symbols or like textures and patterns, so you can actually match stuff. I was kind of like surprised that they are not all in the same kit. I really had to swatch everything, kind of see what's going on. I want to have a rug with the peonies on it. If there is one, let me know. I didn't find one. I really would have loved to have like the whole peony roses kind of thing going on. That would be interesting for like maybe another build, I don't know. But yeah, this is kind of like dark black and white with dark blue accents. The bedroom of the parents. And then I thought, okay, I have like this jungle wallpaper with a tiger, so I really wanted to use that. So we have a jungle themed room again. And I thought, okay, kids room. I barely do kids room. This is my kids room, guys. And since it's jungle themed, okay, I hope you get the sarcasm here. There is like a ram and there's a giraffe and a llama, because obviously these are jungle animals. Well, in The Sims they are. I don't know. I mean, it's just, you know, I needed animals. I thought, okay, this kid kind of, we can do this as a kid's room. And this is kind of like, you know, with lots of animals and stuff, because we have like the dinosaur theme and the fairy princess kind of theme for kids' rooms. And I really wanted to do like a fun, super colorful jungle tiger room. And we just don't have much tiger stuff. We have this tiger wallpaper and a tiger rug, and that's it. I was like, we don't have much more tiger print. That's kind of like, I'm sad now. Not that I'm gonna use it again, now that I did. But yeah, we did lots and lots of stuff. I could use like lots of orange stuff that I would actually never use because I'm not that into orange. But you know, there's lots of stuff going on there. It's also not tidy and stuff because it's really used by the kid that they have, you know, really spoiled brats they have. And I just thought, okay, this is gonna be, you know, like a fun room for a kid. So yeah, really hope you like it. All right, then we are in the bathrooms that I'm even going to show you in this video. By the way, there's police. I'm sorry, I live next to a police station, by the way, so sometimes you have that sounds. Okay, so we have bathrooms. I'm going to show you to them because they're really out there. So we have a jungle one. I'm sorry, I went with jungle a lot because that wallpaper is just great and it's like free. It's in base game. So jungle, we have one jungle bathroom with like a top shower mix thing. What's it called? Multi-use shower bathtub. And the other one is like black and white and a little bit more adult, I would say, with golden accents. That's basically it. So you have 2 bathrooms, 3 bedrooms, an office, a kitchen, 2 salons, and a dining room. I think this is kind of very nice for like a celebrity summer residence for pretentious celebrities that apparently have a colorblind interior designer, or I guess it's called experimental nowadays. Anyways, I really, really hope you enjoyed this, and maybe you saw some swatches that even you haven't seen before. This is up on the Sims 4 gallery for you to download if you want to. I will post a link in the video description down below. And yeah, that's basically it. If you like Sims builds like these, please subscribe to my channel and like the video. Enjoy the video tour now, and I will see you soon. Bye bye!